When?
Hi readers, it's Michelle, and this is take 2 of the Bloody Mary mix. The first take was so good, and so tragically lost. I don't want to talk about it because it's so painful, but Mark's suggestion about killing the camcorder is a really good one, and I'm going to go with that, Mark, so thank you. But back to our Bloody Mary, because, you know, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you didn't watch the Super Bowl because you're not that kind of guy, and I am so glad. But maybe some of you did, and maybe some of you drink, I don't know, a little too much every now and then, need a little hair of the dog. Well, let's face it, Bloody Mary's a great hair of the dog. It's even recommended by Kingsley Amis in his book, Everyday Drinking. And if Kingsley said it, it's good enough for me. Now, if his son Morton said it, I don't know, that's trickier, but, because he's got that bad, fucked up teeth problem, but, you know, I liked Money, liked a lot of his books, The Moronic Inferno. Yeah, no offense to Martin Amis, should you be watching this, which I doubt. We start with the Lewiston bag, because you need crushed ice, like this. And how do you get that? We get that with the Lewiston bag. And the Lewiston bag you just take with a little bat with ice in it, and you just beat the shit out of it until you're satisfied. Okay? You're not going to see this on Rachel Ray, I'll tell you that much. And I won't even talk about, you know, her recipes, because they're substandard. But anyway, I've never made a piece of food in my life, so I don't know, but I'm just really talking really randomly. But drinks I know. So, you have shaker. Mine says poison because it was spotted Halloween at the really famous store Target. You know, it's very exclusive. But it's just poison. It's not after Bret Michaels or anything, who my sister loves. And, you know, I don't have anything against Bret. He's cool. Yeah, I'm not going to be on Rockala, but that's fine. But hi, Beth. And so the poison thing. Okay, so what do we do after that? Well, we start with tomato juice. Campbell's is just fine. Hello, Campbell's. 100% tomato juice. So, we pour 4 ounces into the shaker. Now, what I'm using, and I measured this out, is the Frankenmuth Bavarian Inn shakers. And this is where in Michigan they serve these fabulous chicken dinners, and they are so good. If you like to eat a lot of chicken, this is your place. It's really great. It's like a Christmas land. It's German. When I was there, they were showing Schindler's List. It's real weird. I don't know. It's strange, but you know, it's cool. So, okay. So we're to the second step, which is Clamato. Clamato sucks in and of itself because it's clam juice. This is Clamato. Full friends. And if you were so inclined, you could make a Michelena with it, which is beer and clam juice or Clamato. I don't know why you would do this. It seems like a really bad idea. But with tomato juice, it kind of breaks it up, so it's perfect. So, we have a winner here, because all the ingredients aren't great, but together they're great, and you know what I mean. Some things just work together. Okay. The big ingredient, hello alcohol, is the Absolute Pepper. Okay. This alcohol is good for nothing, except for the Bloody Mary. This is the vodka you have in your freezer that you have to will to your children and your children's children because no one will drink it. Not even the drunks you invite to your house, because I know. I am one and I have had them, and it has remained. That and a vodka named Envy. It's beautiful, and it's got a great name, but it's, I'm sorry. Okay, so we put that in. And we put in a little bit of Tito's to balance it out. Tito's is a very moderately priced vodka. It's made in Texas, and it's really excellent. You know, you don't have to go with those shishi brands. You can just do, you know, taquitos. It's excellent. Okay, celery salt. Some people skip this step, but it's really important, and you should put a lot in. I can't tell you how much. That's between you and your God. But you put as much as you want in. It's good. Alright. Black pepper. Same trick. If I can open it. Well, I don't want to open that side because that side is a bad side. But you put a lot of black pepper in. Now, my mother used to say that my grandpa Charlie lived so long, and he didn't even live to 60, so I don't know what she was talking about. But he lived so long because he doused all his food in black pepper. As a child, I thought this was highly specious. Now I think, well, it's as good as it isn't it? And the last ingredient of the spice blend is kosher salt. Now, this is great for gourmet cooking. It's also good for Passover. So you guys might want to keep that in mind. Okay. Tabasco sauce. Hi Tabasco. Hi Michelle. Just a few drops. You don't want it too spicy. You don't want it not spicy because either one is death. And let's face it, it's just death. And Worcestershire sauce, and I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that right, and I don't care because I'm a Texan and we just don't give a shit. Actually, I'm a Detroiter, but that's a long, long story. I left the pain of Texas and learned to love Detroit, which is so far superior to the long story state, I can't even tell you. Okay, so you stir this around, and you can use a straw or you can use a chopstick. And, you know, on my first video I used a chopstick. And I told the ladies, and I want to tell you, don't put chopsticks in your hair. I used to, and I know the temptation is bad. It's bad, little girls. Don't do it. I used to put my hair up like this and put chopstick 1, chopstick 2, chopstick 3 through it. Thought it looked so sexy. It did not. So, just so you know, it does not look good. So you stir, and then you pour. And you garnish with an olive. You can garnish with celery if you like. This is a totally useless little accoutrement. Because this is high school, it's going to be no good. It's like an olive on a glass stick, and it doesn't do anything. It just looks like that. Okay, and these coasters are from the Park Bar in Detroit. If you have a chance, go to the Park Bar. Okay, it's so great because of two things. They make really strong drinks, which is excellent. And they're connected to a Hungarian restaurant. And you can get the best hot dogs in the whole world there. And so it's a double dip. So, you know, you get your hot dog, you get your drink, and they always have the Pistons playing. So what could be wrong with that? If you can find somebody to make a Bloody Mary, which is not easy, you should, because it's important. And if they can, you know, if you're not in condition to, you should find somebody who can. You should thank them for helping your drunk ass or your hungover ass. And, you know, it's perfect breakfast food. Lou Reed's on the stereo, so what could be wrong with that? You know, he did Heroin, which is my very favorite. Well, I'm waiting for my man, it's my very favorite. Don't ask me why, there's a long story. But anyway, I hope you're having a nice night. I hope this video works. And I will see you guys. Now I'm appendixless. Last video I had my appendix, it was ready to burst. So I was about 3 months pregnant, and I may look that way now, I don't know, but I am so glad to be back with you guys, and I will see you next time. So, for Michelle Spells, bye!